Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a project I've been wanting to try for a while, which is a Bandsaw Reindeer. I found this pattern free on the interweb, and I will leave a link to it in the channel description and the channel that I found it on. The reason I like this pattern is it's made to be glued straight to the workpiece, and it also has areas to be hogged out in the tight corners with drill bits. I felt the need for some reason to put Christmas music on in the background of this video. So if it annoys you, I'm sorry. It kind of annoys me as well, but it is necessary, I suppose. Now it's just simply a matter of gluing the pattern to our workpiece. I used a little bit of wood glue, which was probably overkill, and I'm sure that Elmer's would work just fine. Next, I used the drill press to start taking out the wood in the corners. Another nice thing about this pattern is that it does provide the exact size of the drill bit to be used. And this was a very simple and straightforward process that even a beginner like me would struggle to mess up. I also did use a combination of Forstner bits and twist bits, and I guess that's mostly just a personal preference and what you happen to have on hand. Now it's time to start cutting out the pattern over the bandsaw. I greatly apologize ahead of time for the poor camera angle and view. I'm still very much learning how to woodwork as well as learning how to film, and I realize that I need to come up with a much better camera setup in the future. As you can see, I have a small Win 9-inch bandsaw, and the 3.5 inches of this piece pushes it to the absolute limit. The goal here is to get the pieces on the long side off in as much of one piece as possible, which I kind of messed up a little bit. And this was due to the limits of my skill, the limits of my machine, as well as having a 1/4 inch blade on it. And I have since got an 1/8 inch blade, and I'm looking forward to seeing how much my curves improve in the future. But anyways, I do make this look a lot harder than it should be, or than it really is. Now we just tape those side pieces that we cut off back to our piece. It is here that you realize how much easier it would have been if they came off in as few pieces as possible, which I did not do. But I will allow you to marvel at my handiwork for a few moments as I struggle here. Now we go back to the bandsaw to cut out the thinner side, which my poor little bandsaw was able to handle much easier. The 1/8 thick blade would have been nice here, but the holes that we cut out earlier did make the tight turns a lot easier. It doesn't matter if these pieces come off together as large pieces or not, so just approach with whatever the best cutting angle is for you. The important thing here is to make it as clean as possible, because this will save a lot of time later on when you're doing your finishing and sanding of the reindeer. Finally, I just used my Dremel and a sander to kind of smooth it out a little bit, fix some of the mistakes that I had from the angles and corners, and just try to make it a little bit more presentable piece. I saw there were just a few places that I messed up. One of the screw-ups I had was with the wood actually wasn't square, and I realized that about halfway through, but I was committed to it. And I think it actually ended up turning out kind of cute anyways, and I was pretty proud of it. So all in all, it turned out okay. Finally, for finishing, I just gave him a coat of beeswax mixed with BLO. I kind of like the natural finish, but you could paint them if you want to. I'm just not really that big on painting the pieces. And there you have him. Please let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe, or leave a comment, or don't if you don't want to. I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and thank you once again if you made it this far, and stay safe no matter where you are.